Hello, everyone, and welcome to the RV Inspection and Care podcast and video. I'm Dwayne. I'm a certified RV inspector, and today we're going to be talking about the best low-cost travel trailers for you to consider buying in 2026. Yes, travel trailers really are the best-selling RV category out there by a long shot. And a lot of those travel trailers are cheaper, lower cost RVs. And that's because it makes RVing more affordable for a lot more people. So there's a real interest in that price range of travel trailer. But most of those cheaper RVs are mass produced by very high production RV builders. Actually, it's not a bad thing in one way because that's the way that the manufacturer can actually keep the cost as low as possible and help make more people be able to afford an RV. However, on the other side, it also means that that price range of RV or travel trailer is going to be more apt to have quality issues coming out of the factory. The thing is, it's really not fair at all to compare the quality of a cheaper travel trailer like that to a higher end RV. That's because quality really is relative. It's relative to what you should reasonably expect for the amount of money that you're willing to spend on the RV. In other words, there's no free lunches. If you are going to spend $100,000 on a travel trailer, well, you have every right to expect very good quality. However, if you're spending $25,000 MSRP for a travel trailer, it's just not fair to expect the same level of quality in construction or in the materials being used. However, that's not a deal breaker, quite honestly, if you understand that going in. Understand that as an owner of a less expensive travel trailer, you just need to expect more ongoing maintenance and be really involved with the maintenance on your RV. And be sure that you use it as it's intended. This price range of travel trailer is not really intended for part-time or full-time RV use. It works well, though, in most cases for weekends and for vacations, roughly around 30 days out of the year. But many RV travel trailers in this price range, well, they are, quite frankly, very poorly built. But there are some brands and some models that are better built than their competition. Now, this channel that I've created is really all about overall build quality when it comes to RVs. I don't focus really an awful lot on features and floor plans and equipment and things along that line. There's plenty of other channels out there on YouTube that'll take you through all of that and provide that information for you. But instead, I focus on how well does a manufacturer take all the components and put them together at the factory. What's the overall build quality? And I have created a guide to the best travel trailer brands and models for 2026. In fact, I've just updated all of my RV guidebooks for the better brands, but that includes travel trailers. And this particular guidebook covers all of the price ranges, the very expensive travel trailers all the way down to the very low-cost models as well. So what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to take 3 of those brands and models that I'm recommending in that guidebook, and we're going to talk about them here in this video. Keep in mind that all of the ones that I'm going to recommend for you are essentially under or right around $25,000 MSRP. And what that means is that's the starting price. You can discount from there and you can buy these travel trailers for much less. Number one on the list today is Casita. And Casita, in my opinion, is a great value for the money that you spend on them. Now, I thoroughly understand that Casita is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. It's not very big. They're usually between 15 to 17 feet in length. So there's not a lot of living space. They're best for singles and maybe couples. However, they are built with fiberglass shells, and that in itself just makes for a better RV overall. There's going to be less maintenance going forward, less leak issues, and all of those kinds of things. And they're super light. I mean, Casitas are right around 3,500 pounds gross vehicle weight rating. That means that you can tow them with a lot of vehicles out there. You probably don't have to change your daily driver hardly at all. And the build quality for Casita, very good. And several models really are available under $25,000. That's really impressive. But let's move on to number two on the list. It's more of what people would have in mind when they're thinking about a travel trailer. And this is going to be the Winnebago Access line. Now, Winnebago builds a lot more expensive travel trailers, but the Access line is aluminum sided. And so as a result, it can be built for less. Roughly, the length here is going to be between 21 and 22 feet in this price range, and that's pretty much more what people have in mind for space and living area. Again, very light though. We're talking about only 5,100 pounds or so of gross vehicle weight rating, and that as well is very towable by a lot of vehicles out there, especially half-ton pickups. The build quality, well, it's good. It's not the best, but it's good. And there are 4 plans that you can find in this Access line from Winnebago that's under $25,000 MSRP. All right, let's move on to number 3 on the list, and that's going to be the Jayco J-Flight SLX. Once again, it's an aluminum-sided travel trailer, and again, that keeps the price down. We're right in that same length of around 21 to 23 feet, so you're going to have a reasonable amount of space and living area in it. And the gross vehicle weight rating still is very low. Some of the models are all the way down to 3,800 pounds. And some go up to a little over 5,000 pounds. But once again, we are in that area where a lot of people can easily tow this kind of RV very well. The build quality, it's good. It's not great, but it's good. There are 6 plans from Jayco that they show being under around $27,000 MSRP. Once again, that's the most you could ever pay. From there, you discount, you make your own deal with the dealer, and you can get them much less if you make a good deal. Well, there's more travel trailers in this price range that's in my guidebook, plenty more. What I recommend is use that guidebook along with my new RV buying guide, and you'll get the best results. It'll get the best RV for you at the best price and get you an RV that's not going to be full of all kinds of problems too. So put those two together and you should have a very happy buying experience. Hopefully this video is going to help you find and buy the best low-cost travel trailer that's going to make lots of happy RVing memories for you for many years to come. And that's it for now. Have safe and happy travels, my friends. Until next time.